Aloha, I'm Jordan Sonner, your Hawaii Realtor, and today we are going to be answering the question, what is escrow? Okay, first, escrow is a neutral third party that manages all of the transfer of assets, being the property and the money, from one party to the other, and make sure that all of the contingencies through the contract are met to be able to make that happen. What does it mean to be in escrow? I get that question fairly often. People will call on my listings that are already in escrow and ask if they're available. And when I respond, they're in escrow, I get the question, what does that mean? Is it available? No, not really. What it means is the property has an accepted contract. So they are going through the process of fulfilling all the contingencies of the contract to complete the sale. This doesn't mean that it has sold. There is still a possibility that it will fall out of escrow or the escrow will not be able to be completed for whatever reason. So in this kind of a scenario, if the seller is accepting backup offers, if they don't have them in place already. Another question that I hear from time to time, how do I find an escrow officer? Well, you as the client generally don't have to find the escrow officer. Your agent, whoever that may be, will typically have a good relationship with one or more escrow officers here locally, and they will be able to guide you to an escrow officer that they think will fit the needs of your transaction. So throughout the escrow process, escrow deals with many different people, almost more than the agent has to deal with. They deal with everything from the title company or the title department within their company to all the attorneys to make sure that all the conveyance documents are done correctly. They deal with anybody who submits any kind of claim, such as the surveyor for their bills, the termite inspector for the termite inspection fees, a home inspector if that's applicable. Escrow also has to do all of the nitty-gritty work. So they have to pull all of the information from the utility companies, from the homeowners association, and from the court system to see if there are any judgments or liens against the property. So in escrow, if you are selling, you can have your mortgage balance, your back HOA dues, any back taxes, all of that can be paid in escrow. If you have any child support judgments or tax liens or even some medical liens, those will be required to be paid out of escrow to be able to close. So if you are aware of something from your past that you have not paid and you are thinking about selling your home, you will need to factor that cost into the sale of your home. So the other type of escrow is an escrow account that goes along with your mortgage. So this typically applies for the life of your loan. It is opened after the loan closes and closed when the loan is completed. This is an account that is kept with funds to pay your homeowner's insurance premiums and your property taxes. The way that your loan averages out over its lifetime, this escrow should always have enough funds to cover those payments. However, there may be times where errors happen or something is amortized incorrectly if you make additional payments or if you miss a payment. And at the end of the day, it's your responsibility to make sure that your property taxes and your homeowner's insurance premiums are being paid. So that's what I have for you today on the topic of what is escrow. A quick recap: escrow is a neutral third party that handles all of the money and assets being transferred to make sure that all of the contingencies are fulfilled to close the sale. They do not work for either party. They work for both. They do not take sides. They are the middleman that manages all of the different aspects of the transaction. They are very important people, and you should treat your escrow officers very well because they deal with a lot of nonsense. The other type of escrow is the escrow that you keep during the life of your loan when you have a mortgage. That generally runs in the background and takes care of itself, but as a homeowner, it's your responsibility to keep an eye on it and to make sure that all of your premiums and your taxes are being paid on time. If you have any other questions about escrow, leave a comment, send me a message. send a carrier pigeon. I even will respond to smoke signals sometimes. Come back tomorrow and we will be learning about how to win in multiple offers. I'll see you tomorrow.